All right, guys. Well, this, I suppose, counts as a big match. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We're up against Hang Yuan once again, and we've seen this match before. We know what happens. We've won 3 in a row. They haven't really done very much so far this season. And so you've got to believe that we're going to be favorites. We, with our AFC Cup competing form at 9 points out of 3 matches, 9 goal differential. Hang Yuan are down in 5th place. This usually, though, is a big match, and we have to be careful. We don't want to be too complacent against this team, and they do have some good players. So there is something to worry about, and of course we're here on the road, so let's see what happens. Let's see if we can't get this ball off of them here to start things off and get something good started up for ourselves. This is flipped forward, but Bomba is able to get it over to Ndai Lingguanda, over to Tsai Xiangwei, and that's forward for Nene. Here comes the first goal. Yes, Nene gets it. Tsai Xiangwei with the assist, Nene with the goal. Naziri has scored already, and he scored about 30 seconds into this match. It's 1-0 for Mars FC. So that's among the fastest goals I think we've ever seen, probably on this channel. I don't think it's the fastest. I don't know if this sets a Mars FC record or not. 27, 28 seconds, somewhere around that. There you have it, 1-0 for Mars FC right off the bat, and that's pretty much what we expected to have. I think we have another new player on here somewhere. I can't remember. Lingguanda over to Naziri. Lingguanda, of course, back from injury, and he's only going to play 45 minutes. We'll take him off right at halftime, but boy, we look good with him on. Menegon just not able to get to that pass. I was kind of waiting for him to make a tackle, and instead he just sort of gave up on that one. Chen Yuting goes back to get this, but Chen Jianliang is unable to get his pass, and ends up with Carter Bomba in the back. Now Chen Yuting back to Bomba. Over to Ndaye. Huang Chengyi has it, and I think he's the new one. Huang Chengyi back to Hong Yiming. Hong Yiming to Menegong, and look at all that space he's got. Menegong finds Nene, and that's the second goal. I think he's onside. That's the big question. It'd be number 13 of the season. Remember, that also counts the AFC Cup. 2-0, and we're not even 10 minutes into this match. And I told you this would be a close one, and this has not been a particularly close match so far. I mean, we're just totally bringing it to him. So Nene wide open and in off the inside of the post, and there's just nothing they could do about it. 2-0 for Mars FC. Here's that question about offsides, and yeah, he's onside, I believe. I think that they're going to count that as onside. That would be a really close call either way. So, yep, 2-0, and let's see if we can get this ball back and score once more, get him his hat trick. Wouldn't that be nice? Hat trick on 15. So 2-0 it is, and we look really, really good as usual. Hong Yiming goes back and gets this one, and ends up with Huang Chengyi. Back to Hong Yiming. Hong Yiming over to Menegong. Menegong, and look at all the options Menegong has. Ndaye back to Menegong. There's Nene. And that should have been the hat trick. And unfortunately, their keeper is just barely able to get a hand onto that. Well, that would have been a hat trick in 10. So here's Menegong looking for the corner. Far post it goes. Chen Yuting, and he unfortunately is not quite tall enough to win that. We've got everybody aiming on these corners for the tall guy. I think it is Chen Yuting, who's like 192 centimeters. So that's what we want to see. And Nene, I don't think he could have done any better with that one. It was just a good save. He tried to not necessarily lob the keeper, but kind of knock it over the keeper's reach, and almost made it work. So still 2-0 for Mars FC, and we're looking pretty good. Here's Cho Chuyuan. Forgot that he was in goal today. Ends up with Hong Yiming. Question is always, is Cho Chuyuan really the keeper of the future? Oh, this has popped up and forth for Tsai Xiangwei, and he should have scored. Man, what was that? That should have been a goal. I'm not sure how he missed that one. I think he hit that with the toe instead of sort of nicely gliding that one in. And, I mean, this pass forward is just perfect. He brings it down. He's in great position, and then he just explodes on it. Unfortunately for him, misses the chance to score the goal. But we're not going to hold it against him, of course, because we're already up 2-0, and people haven't sat down yet. We still don't have much of a crowd here. Menegong throws this one in over to Nene. Nene. Beautiful play. Shakes the guy off over to Menegong. Huang Chengyi now over to Lingguanda, and ends up back with Chen Yuting, who wins it. Over to Hong Yiming. We'll set it up again. Hong Yiming goes all the way back to Cho Chuyuan, and he lumps this forward for Lingguanda. Beautiful pass over to Huang Chengyi, and there's Nene. There's a hat trick. 25. So it's 25 minutes in, we get the hat trick. No, it's not going to count. Look at that. He's offside. So they're going to call him offside here at the end of this one. And let's take a look at this and see. They're calling Huang Chengyi offside. I could see that, right? But, I mean, even still, that's a weak sauce call. That's a weak sauce call. I mean, if we weren't already up a couple goals, and if I didn't know that we're going to score more, I would be upset. But you just shake it off. Tsai Xiangwei over to Chen Jianliang, and it's over to Nene. And that should have been number 3. That was actually blocked by the defender. You couldn't see from this angle, but the defender did get a foot in there. The match momentum has belonged completely to us. Here's Menegong with the corner. Far post. Chen Yuting can't quite get that head onto it. It's Hong Yiming now. Hong Yiming has it, passes back to Kader Bamba. We'll set this up again, and that's going to be into that one. So it was Tsai Shangwei here again with this over to Chen Jianliang. And the pass here to Nene, and this really, really should have been a goal. And yeah, you can see right there it was deflected at the last moment. Really hard to see from the angle that we had. But it was definitely on target. Now we're going to go again far post. They love going far post from this side. And it will be Chen Yuting, and he gets his head on it, but ends up knocking it in the false direction. So he's going to have to practice that a little bit. Chen Yuting young and has a lot of potential, of course. Huang Chengyi wins this over to Cho Chuyuan, the keeper, back to Bamba, now to Hong Yiming. And he finds Huang Chengyi. We'll set it up again. And there's Tsai Shangwei with it all the way over there. Not exactly the best of passes. Tsai Shangwei is looking to figure out what to do, and he finally just decides to take a shot from range. He is strutting his stuff, but he has to know that that's never going in. And, I mean, there's nobody back here for this. Chen Yuting has so much space, he can do whatever he wants with the ball. Over to Hong Yiming. They find Huang Chengyi, and it's over to Nene. Nene finds Menegong, and he's got numbers, and it's lumped forward. Tsai Shangwei does get to this in the end. Back to Chen Jianliang, and it's over to Huang Chengyi, who almost scored. That would have been his first goal. So pretty good and impressive display of performance. Let's see if we can get this goal in here yet. This is another corner, other side. Again, far post. Kader Bamba, and he can't quite get to it, so we'll have another corner from the other side. This time it's going to go, well, we're going to see a little bit of this replay here. This was Tsai Shangwei over to Chen Jianliang, and it ends up coming back around to Huang Chengyi. And that forces a really good save by their keeper. So Huang Chengyi is looking pretty good here early on. We're going to go near post here this time. We'll see if we have more luck. And it goes to Kader Bamba, who should have scored that one. Man, oh man. And Bamba, of course, a great man to have on corners. And his header, unfortunately, is just a little bit wide, and it does hit the post. So we had a real chance there. And hey, this header solution does work, or this corner solution does work. How about that? 2-0 as we go into halftime. Now remember, this is going to be it for our man. Where are you? Ling Guanda is going to come off, and we'll put Lu Qinghua back on. We prefer to have Ling Guanda on there, but we don't want to get him injured again, so we take him off here, and then we'll see what happens. And Dai ends up with the ball over to Hong Yiming. Hong Yiming lumps this forward for Menegong. See, Menegong had come the other way, and it's just not enough time for him to turn around right away. So there you have it. And we'll see what we can do to get this ball back and get another attempt here on goal. Now, it's only 2-0, so we have to be careful. Can't be too complacent here. It's Chen Yuting who's winning that one, and, I mean, nothing's getting past him. He's the tallest guy in the pitch, probably one of the tallest guys in the country. Lu Qinghua here with it. Over to Tsai Shangwei. Back to Bamba. We'll set it up again. Over to Ndaye. Kader Bamba, Lu Qinghua, back to Cho Chuyuan, and we lump it forward now looking for Nene, and oh man, what a pass to Nene. Finds it, and he takes a shot. Unfortunately, that one ends up being taken from a little bit too far away. I'm amazed that ball got to him. I'm not quite sure what happened to the defense, but that ball does get into Nene, and he looks good as ever. Bamba misses this one. He misses the header, and this is going to lead to a wide open shot on goal for Hang Yuan, and it's 2-1. That was awful by Kader Bamba. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. He's trying to head this one, and he ends up missing it completely, and then he's way behind the guy he's covering. You got to play the player first instead of playing the ball. I mean, there's nothing that the keeper can do about that one. He does the best he can to try to clean up, but with this defensive structure, we can't afford to make mistakes like that. Now it's a 2-1 game, and we have to really worry here. Really big mistake from Kader Bamba, who's looking winded, and we're going to take him off, I think, in a second. Probably after this highlight, we're going to take him off, even if we score. Hong Yiming over to Huang Chengyi, down to Menegong. Menegong brings this one up, right side. Still Menegong. And that is poorly played by Menegong. Really should have done a little bit better there, but Chen Yuting wins this, ends up with Nene, and he's wide open, and there's your hat trick. So it's 3-1 Mars FC. And it's probably a little bit too easy there for Nene. Not quite sure what happened to the defense. It was poor from Menegong. Menegong should have done better with that ball all alone on the side. But here, I mean, Li Wencheng goes for the tackle, misses everything, and then Nene's just wide open. So that's it for that, and we'll go ahead and we'll take Kader Bamba off. And hopefully he won't be too upset with me for coming off here early, but he's looking tired. Zhou Hongyi is going to come on for him. If there's one place that we have a weakness, it's at center back. I still worry about this. I worry about this on both of these saves, that we just don't have enough quality at center back. Bamba, again, lumps this forward, and it's a poor pass. Looking for Nene, and not even close to him. And so we have to play defense here, and we have to get this ball off of them. Bamba, of course, with the mistake here that has given up the only goal. Hong Yiming over to Bamba. Now it's Ndaye. Down to Huang Chengyi, and it ends up back in the back. Bamba wins this header over to Liu Qinghua, and Ndaye again. Huang Chengyi over to Menegong. And he ends up passing back to Hong Yiming. And this is lumped all the way over to Chen Jianliang. This is not the way that we like to play, but we'll do it. And there's Cai Shangwei, and he should have scored. I'm not sure how he misses that one. I think that he was probably offside anyway. This is just sort of something from nothing. And we have two players there who are clearly offside. Cai Shangwei comes from nowhere. And, it's an idea. I don't understand how Hang Yuan is playing defense. They're not really guarding anybody. So, you tell me what's going on. Now we have to get back here. Cho Chuyuan is able to run back and grab it. And, he'll take this ball by himself and see if he has anybody to throw it to. He just sort of holds it and then throws over to Chen Yuting. There you go. I always thought the rule was you could only take 3 steps, but apparently in Football Manager it doesn't count. And Ndaye with this. And it's going to be Ndaye still over to Menegong, not where I thought he would cross it. And there's that Cai Shangwei who should have scored. And Li Jianwen does just barely have the ability to tap that one aside. We got about 15 minutes left. Menegong looking far post over to Chen Hongyi, and that was almost a goal for him. That was a well-struck corner. And we had our guy there in the back wide open. It was Cai Shangwei again with that shot. Speaking of guys who were wide open, and it's a surprise that he wasn't able to score that one. Good play by the keeper. So let's see what we can do here. It's a little free kick for them, and we're able to head it out. Huang Chengyi with it. Lumps this forward over to just about nobody, so that doesn't really work so well for him, and this is dangerous, but Cho Chuyuan is able to go over and grab that one and prevent another goal from being scored. So it remains 3-1 for Mars FC, and it's thrown over to Hong Yiming. Hong Yiming over to Zhou Hongyi, now to Ndaye, over to Liu Qinghua. Cai Shangwei with it over to Chen Jianliang, and we find Liu Qinghua again. Look at that beautiful position that he's in. Over back to Chen Jianliang, it's over to Nene again, and he shoots and just barely hits the top crossbar. I'm not sure that anybody really saw what happened. Menegong here with the free kick, and that just misses, and it's Chen Yuting who scores. He just taps that one in, and he gets his first goal for Mars FC. I think it's his first goal of all time for us. And it's 4-1 for Mars FC. So that makes up for this. This one probably should have been in, and Chen Yuting, heads-up play, is able to get past his man and score easily. Their keeper's so far behind, he kind of slides in with that ball behind him, so it doesn't really count for much. And everybody's having a good match. Everybody seems happy. Everybody seems to be doing well. A couple players looking a little tired. Doesn't really matter that much. We've shared the goals around quite nicely. 4 goals. A hat trick from Nene, and then Chen Yuting getting... first goal of the season, at least. I think it's his first goal for us. I might be wrong. And Ndaye ends up winning this over to Menegong. And that's forward for Nene, looking for number 4. And he doesn't get it, but Cai Shangwei does, cleaning up the mess. And so we'll call that an assist. And Cai Shangwei gets the goal. 5-1 now for Mars FC, and that's a little bit more like it, and we're making it look like we had them all the way. So goal differential of 4 in this victory, and this is how good we are, and I do think they'll call that an assist. Probably give Nene a perfect 10 rating, and Cai Shangwei does a very good job staying with the play, and that will end it up. So no, they don't give him the assist, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. We all know what we saw. Zhou Hongyi over to Chen Yuting, and that is the end of the match. So we have dominated this match, of course, 5-1 the victory, 4.89 XG. That's the highest we've ever had. 63% of the possession. We didn't even have a penalty. They had one shot, one on target, and that was that one play that was due to Bamba's mistake. That's all that they mustered on offense. That is how good we are this year. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.